Well, welcome back, my friends. Happy Monday to all of you. I bet a lot of you were happy to know that the roadways were not looking quite as bad as they were last night, heading out and about this morning because, well, rain came in, warmer temperatures, lots of melting took place. And of course, gotta hand it to the plow drivers who have been working overtime to get these roads nice and clear. So things looking good for the lunch hour. A little gray though, I would admit, and in some places a little more white than others. There's evidence that snow fell in Mason City, especially on some of the rooftops where it's a little cooler, but a lot of the rain came through very quickly, these warmer temperatures, and it's hard to believe some of the numbers that we've seen when it comes to the snowfall. We'll get to that in a moment, though. I also want to point out that the clouds are hanging a bit low in places like Austin, Albert Lea, and around the area, plus the melting that's taking place. There's a lot of excess moisture in the area, so visibility is a little lower. There could be some fog in some places. Albert Lea and Austin both showing about 2 miles of visibility. Usually we want to see this closer to the perfect 10, like what we're seeing in Mankato, Fairmont, and even Forest City not too far behind at 7 miles. So something to note. But now let's talk about those numbers because, like I said, they are impressive, especially across southern Minnesota. That was how the system was going to fold out. It was going to be a little bit more on the warmer side further south. So places like Mason City clocking around 2 inches of snowfall, most of which is already gone. Hard to see it. Meanwhile, in Rochester, getting 6.5 inches of snow, and even further to the north, we've got MSP 8.5, 8.5 inches of snow. This is wonderful, and the water content in this snow is even better because it means that the ground is going to soak this up. And let me tell you, friends, we need it. So it'll be great to see once the snow melts, once the ground soaks it all in. Right now, we are still dealing with precipitation in the form of rain. I'm going to zoom in, and I showed it earlier on in the newscast. These orange, yellow, and red areas indicating more moderate to heavy rainfall. Right now, most of that is pretty focused across southern Minnesota. A little further to the south in Iowa, we're actually starting to see things dry up a bit. The chances for rain do still linger, and even the flash of lightning, a rumble of thunder is possible as this warm front continues to just lift. It's bringing the warmer air to us. Kind of stalled out when it comes to the snow further on to the north. That's where most of the snow is going to stay until the system is ready to move again. We'll get to that in a moment. Temperatures reflecting on that warm front. We're already in the 40s in Charles City, Mason City, 11 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. It's warmer in Rochester too at 35. Sitting at about 6 degrees warmer there from 24 hours ago. So no doubt the warmer air is here, and our temperatures don't look to slow down. They'll keep rising steadily as we get into tonight, ultimately reaching into the 40s for most of us. This is good because it'll keep the precipitation more on the rainy side, which will only help clear out more of the slush. Let's talk real quick about that slush chance because rain chances do return as we get into the evening. Temperatures again kind of staying above that freezing point, but there is still that chance as the system begins to spin around that we see a bit of a mixture as we get into Tuesday. So that's worth watching for sure, but here on the 7-day forecast where the weekend is always in view, if we do get some additional snow on Tuesday, it's not going to last long because we get the sunshine returning. Temperatures then start to climb up by the end of the week.
Just in time for the weekend.
Just in time for Easter Sunday.
All right. Thank you, Sarah.